Sit down.
Go.
The thing?
Huh?
She jumped on the thing?
Yeah, like the girl just kept driving. Stop driving. Yeah.
I think she's getting put into a thing.
Yeah, she's gonna be okay.
Chat, my team wasn't driving, bro. It was a golf cart that was trying to take us somewhere. Why are you tripping? Because I feel bad, bro. What the fuck do you mean? Why am I tripping?
So for weeks, the algorithm has been telling streamers the same thing: bigger, faster, riskier, closer. Well, this weekend in Toronto, Closer ran somebody over. Let's talk about it like adults, since apparently somebody has to be. Welcome back to the Clout Report, where clout gets counted and today even audited. So on Saturday in Toronto, there was a Caribbean Carnival. So this is a beautiful event, over 59 years running now, one of the largest celebrations of Caribbean culture in North America. N3on is there streaming at the Grand Parade from a golf cart because walking is apparently not content anymore. And on the live, the cart appears to run a woman over. There's screams on the stream, chaos, the feed cuts. N3on, who, let's be fair and clear, was not the one driving, jumps out, sees what happened, hands on his head, he's crying, you know, it's a 21-year-old, visibly devastated, right? And the stream just ended right there. What we don't know matters more than what we do. The woman's condition has not been made public. Until it is, everything else is just noise, you know? We're not speculating on her injuries on this channel, period. Full stop. Now, here's the part where I get a little, let's call it observational. The day before this, the viral clip was a close call with the same cart setup, almost 1 million views. And the comments were a coin flip between "that's so dangerous" and the laughing emoji. The algorithm looked at the near miss and served it 1 million people as entertainment. Interesting. No notes. Great system we built, huh? Because that's the actual pipeline. Well, isn't it? Balloon stunt Thursday, near miss Friday, and Saturday, a near miss ran out of near. Who could probably have predicted that outcome? Besides, you know, everyone. Everyone predicted this loudly in the comments under the monetized clip. And look, before anyone says, you know, you just hating on streamers, not true. Let me tell you something about myself real quick. I've seen so many situations similar to this. Now, the vast majority of those situations have been before streaming. You know, streaming is still fairly new to us. So I've seen a lot of things, whether it's been a person being reckless, meaning I'm going to do something, and if someone gets hurt, oh well. Or someone knowingly doing something that they know someone else is going to get hurt. So I've seen these things, and it hasn't been on stream. It hasn't been viral moments. And I just think that since we live in a streaming culture, it creates the perception of a conflict of interest, if nothing else. Like, how does this kind of terrible, this disaster happen and you happen to be, I mean, you don't even want to remotely be part of it if you are one of these streamers, I would imagine, but you still stand to make generate revenue as a result of someone else's misfortune. It just seems like a conflict, and not to be harsh on N3on, because I think he, as an established streamer who is, for the most part, as far as I know of him, he's been not involved in a whole lot of issues. So I think the assumption with him is that he would not want to tarnish his brand with this type of situation. But while that may make sense to a larger streamer, but does the same apply to like a smaller streamer who's trying to be noticed, who's trying to be recognized, who's trying to get a following? Would they be as concerned about their brand when maybe they don't have one yet? Maybe they're just trying to be noticed. Would they be complicit in doing something careless, reckless, even harmful to others for a viral moment, to catch that next viral moment on camera? I don't know. I mean, I think it's definitely a topic for discussion at this point, because we are witnessing the ramifications of what can happen if we don't treat these streamers seriously. I think they should be taken seriously. Some of them are making serious money. So I mean, with that comes usually comes a certain amount of scrutiny, but just to land the plane on that. So no, I'm not judging from a mountaintop. I'm saying I recognize a moment where it stops being a game. And Saturday on that stream, you can hear that moment. The discourse is now doing this thing. Moist Critical and others are asking the question, Kick keeps swerving. What exactly is the plan when IRL streaming meets actual consequences? Because the platform incentive structure is, and I'm summarizing lovely here, basically go outside, do something insane, we'll handle the vibes later. And I want to be precise about where the passive aggression lands. N3on didn't drive that cart. By every account, he was wrecked about it. That reaction was human. And it was real. And honestly, it's the most relatable thing on that stream all week. But the ecosystem that put a golf cart in a packed parade crowd, chasing the feed that rewards almost hit somebody with 1 million views, that ecosystem built this outcome brick by brick and will act shocked about it by Monday. They always do. Then a 2-minute apology and back to the carts. The woman, meanwhile, didn't get a redemption arc video. She gets a hospital visit and a clip of the worst moment of her weekend, maybe longer than that, circulating forever. Funny how content always costs the person who never actually signed up for it. So here's the count. 1 woman hurt, 1 21-year-old traumatized on camera, 1 platform quiet as a library, and 1 algorithm has already moved the clip into trending. Everybody got content. Somebody got run over. That's the trade. We keep pretending we didn't agree to it. Real questions, no jokes on these. Should IRL streams around crowds require permits and safety leads like actual productions? Does the driver, not N3on, face charges here in this situation, or should they? And be honest with yourself. Did you watch the clip? Yeah, me too. That's the uncomfortable part. Talk to me in the comments respectfully. Her name's not a punchline, and neither is his meltdown or breakdown afterward. This is the Clout Report, where Clout gets counted. We'll update when her condition is known, and that update matters more than this segment. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Be well. Peace.